Okay, so I'm going to start by working on the first 3 pages of the upcoming The Sky Dreamers series. Flipping back through here, going to give also some explanation a little bit about what I'm starting off with. So, thumbing through here, here's Kasia. This is pretty much how the series ended, minus the epilogue. But as far as Kasia's story, she ends up meeting Adon, Onu, and Ardala, and she's at this portal stone about to be transported, and she meets, of course, Baldor here at the end, last shot here. So I'm gonna I don't know if I'm revealing, but I guess I am just kind of giving everyone kind of like my thoughts as far as like the logic of what we've seen in the first series, The Dream Awakens, which is what I'm looking through here. And if you see these stones here, these stones they appear throughout the series. Let me thumb through here. Let's see, like for instance, these floating stones right there with cities on them. And of course, this whole series pretty much is Kasia in her dream state. Again, we see more stones here, and the stones again, they're depending on what was going on in the story. They were either like a portal stone for the Ethereal guard, or in the case of when the Ethereals appear, we see those stones floating in the background. And of course, the stones from Kasia's her planet, not really her planet, but her home, are those floating space rocks with the domes on them and technology and whatnot. That's where she comes from. So I'm going to start thumbing out basically the very first page that's going to lead off into this series. And I thumbnail, obviously using a pencil. I kind of rough things in here as you're seeing here. I'm going to just sketch this out. And I kind of want to open up with Kasia like being literally introduced to this to the realm, the true realm Ethereal, according to Baldor, right? And speaking of Baldor, here's Baldor again sketched in the background, trying to fit as many quick reference there. Fit as many of the people, the characters that we last saw, and literally just jump right back into where we left off. So there's Ardala, there's Adon, upper right corner. Now, I like to ink my thumbnails to kind of make more of a solidified line as far as the pencil. I could totally stick with pencil, but I just love inking, and I like to really kind of flesh out and just get the drawing going. In so much as I've already kind of nailed down the idea, pretty much roughly, of what that opening page is going to look like, which is pretty much kind of a puzzled or startled face on look on Kasia's face. I also like to start drawing and get my hand warmed up. So that's why I like to do these inks. This is obviously time-lapsed right here. I think this thumbnail took me maybe about 5-10 minutes, 5 minutes, maybe even less. So now I'm going to move into the next 2 pages, which is, if we look at a book, that first page is on the right-hand side. You open up that page, you're going to see 2 pages. So in essence, we're opening up with a spread. And the spread's going to open up with, surprise, surprise, there's all these rock fragments. Now, this is the real world now. Kasia's no longer in her dream state. She sees the real world, and what I'm basically drawing in the background is this destroyed planet with these rocks, which are basically kind of, the reality is that the world was destroyed from where she comes from. And as I pencil in the characters, Baldor and Adon and Ardala is the winged female. We have all these stones here, so kind of like what she already knew. Maybe she didn't know. Actually, she didn't know this yet, but she sees actually the destroyed world, which is, as I'm inking here, I'm just using my brush to go ahead and fill in some black space in the background. She's just basically kind of waking up, and the dream state she was in had remnants of these stones floating around, of course. And then we see it here with the destroyed planet, which is going to be a big part of the story. And again, here are those stones. Again, you see the stones there. So there's some tie back or tie-ins going back into last issues. That's part of what I got to do, is work in things we've seen. Here's my art book, and there's Baldor, and here, let me go see if I can find Azur, because he will play a big role in the next series, and there's that destroyed planet there that we see. So I did this art book maybe about 3-4 years ago. So I've had these ideas all just kind of mapped out, or not really mapped out, but the visuals have been there. So hope you enjoyed this quick video here of the initial thumbnails for the for the Sky Dreamers. And thanks for watching. I'll have more to come.